Hi guys, I'm majicDave and this is Ambience. So a quick kind of recap on Ambience for anyone who hasn't seen any of the previous videos. This is a long-term project that has been in development for probably, I don't know, I mean it doesn't really matter because I haven't been working on it that much in the past. However, I'm really transitioning towards working full-time on this now, and I expect that it still will take a good couple of years, maybe longer, before it's done. So it's a long-term project, and at the moment it's very early stages. So just anything that you see here, just remember that it's likely to, well, it will change. Nothing that you see here will stay the same. But yeah, it's good to do these videos because I kind of get to set myself little goals and just sort of report back to you guys, and you can kind of see this game progress from, like, the first video was just an experiment. It wasn't even a game. So yeah, and still there's no gameplay yet, but yeah, it will happen. Even though it's going to take a long time, don't give up on it. I've made games before that have taken quite a long time, and I do generally finish stuff that I'm working on, so this will be done at some point. But yeah, so the reason that I haven't been working on this much in the last few months is that I've been doing a Blockheads update. Blockheads is my sort of previous game that's currently in the App Store and has been out for a couple of years now. Actually, quite a few years now. So yeah, I was sort of just trying to keep that going, and it's it's still plenty of people playing it, so it's good to kind of keep giving them new stuff to play with. But that update is pretty much done now, and I'm starting to switch back into ambience mode, which is awesome. So the last couple of months and sort of weekends and evenings, I've been starting to get myself back into it, and I started by just going through and just tidying up a whole bunch of code, and just moving stuff more over towards the new kind of scripting environment that I'd been working on. So I've learned a lot about Lua, and I've really set everything up to be able to start getting into the gameplay, which I haven't really got into yet, but the next sort of few weeks I think I'll be looking at that, and I've been certainly thinking a lot about it. So yeah, I'll start talking about that as we go in. But also I've been working on user interface. This is my new kind of UI framework with a sort of loading screen and everything. It's not, these are just empty at the moment, but yeah, it's a really nice little framework that I've made. I'm really happy with it. It's really simple to work with. It's all Lua based, so I just script where things are and create all these elements within scripts, and it all just sort of works in the C++ side, and it's come together quite nicely. And as far as just being able to add user interface goes, it's just so much easier than I've ever had to work with before. With Blockheads, if I wanted to add a new button or move a button even, I had to recompile every single time, whereas now I can just adjust a little setting in a script, hit reload, and it'll just refresh straight away, which it's just amazing. And it just means that instead of I actively avoid trying to create user interface in Blockheads because it's such a pain to work with, and it just doesn't end up the way that it could be, because I just kind of go, that'll do, I just can't handle working with it anymore. Whereas Ambience, I'm going to actually enjoy working with UI, which is quite a foreign concept. Anyway, so this is the loading screen. I've been working on optimization, so it's actually loading pretty quick. And it's running at 60 frames per second on my Mac, which is a huge improvement on before. So yeah, that's part of all the kind of work that I've been doing over the last couple of weeks, just trying to speed stuff up and tidy things up, and yeah, so you can walk around and fly around. I've been working on the exposure again. Just I don't know how easily you'll be able to tell what's going on, but it's when you look at the sun, everything's really dark because it's so bright looking straight into the sun, and then it lightens up as you look away. And it's quite tricky to get right. I keep trying to adjust it. I wonder if I can just set world.bridge.sun rotation equals, what's the number? Let's go with 6. No, that's the middle of the day. There you go. Yeah, so actually that's quite interesting. You can see that part of the optimization is that the ocean takes a while to kind of catch up with the sky and stuff. But as you're playing, that doesn't really matter. You're never going to be setting the time like that in the game. But you can see how it's kind of, so this is nighttime, but you can still see, which is good, and it's a little bit washed out, but that's kind of what you expect from nighttime. So yeah, that's fine. And then if I set that back to daytime, I need to add a better system than this. I'm just like rotating the sun around by code, but yeah. Whereas it's a lot more saturated and colourful now in the daytime, and a lot more contrast, especially when the sun's really bright. You know, you get strong shadows and stuff, which is what I like. What else has changed? The terrain is now stepped, as you can see. It's got sort of terraces, and that is not an optimization. That is because I prefer it like this, and that's a decision based on gameplay. So you can see there's a little bit of variety, but they're pretty much capped to 1 meter high, they snap to 1 meter high sort of thresholds. And the reason for that is it just makes it more accessible. This is a game where you're going to be building things, you're going to be digging, not mining. You're not going to be mining into caves, I don't think, but you will be flattening areas and building up areas. And so for that to feel like you can actually do it, it's just so much nicer like this. Like I can see, okay, I want to flatten this, I'll just dig out this bit here, and you'll be able to click on that and it'll work. Whereas if it's a really like slow slope, then what's flat? It's really hard to even tell you're standing on a flat surface. So I think it's more accessible. It's going to be better for the kind of building thing, but without going to full on blocks, which I'm actually trying to avoid. So yeah, I think this is a nice compromise. I'm liking it. I've worked on the player movement, so this is a really like quite slow down here. I mean, you'd never be able to get anywhere at this speed, but it's good for just sort of working around with what you're doing. And then I'm thinking that you'll be able to just sort of enter this flight mode. At the moment you just sort of toggle between them, and then you can move a lot faster. So that's sort of how I'm thinking player movement's going to work. Okay, so now I'm just going to show you. So this is the terminal. I've still got this. This is actually written in Lua now, which is kind of cool. So I've got a Lua terminal that's written in Lua using all the proper like. So each of these is a text view, just like the buttons on the main menu were and everything. So, you know, that's cool to be able to test this UI framework in a different setting like this. But anyway, so I'm going to just set it to fly mode. So now I can actually just fly off. And so you can see a few changes out here. So again, I've kind of broken it out here. You can see I've got sort of some optimizations that are causing it to shimmer around, but that's all right. I just thought I'd fly somewhere different just to have a little look. Okay, so I found this nice little spot here, and I thought it'd be a good place to just talk a little bit about what my future plans are, if I don't have a huge amount to show off as a result of all the work I've done in the past year. But yeah, so once I've got all of the sort of cleanup stuff done, which shouldn't be too far away now, I'm going to be making it so that when you look at an object, it's going to pop up a little bit of UI just saying what the object is, and perhaps what resources you might be able to take from it. And then the plan is that you'll be then able to click on it and command some kind of interaction, and that command will be going, it won't be something that you will do directly, but it'll be a command that will be followed by your followers. I don't know what they'll be called yet, but so yeah, so you want to chop down a tree, where you go up to it, you look at it, and then you click on it and you go chop down, and then it's marked for chopping down, but it won't be chopped down straight away. You'll need one of your people that are close by to come walking over, chop it down, and then it'll be chopped down, and there'll be a log there. And what do you do with the log? Well, you can probably click on it and command something, or you could probably go over to your resource pile over here and click on it and say bring all the logs within a certain radius over here, and then that's like a standing command that your people are gonna kind of work on. So I guess RimWorld, bits of RimWorld in there. I don't know what kind of other games are like that. There are quite a few, but what I really wanted though was that for you to be in there. I didn't want you to be looking down on it all the time and not really feeling like you were part of the world. I do want you to be in there. So when you're building, you're going to be able to walk inside buildings and yeah, you'll be able to mine terrain directly, but you'll be queuing up mining actions that maybe some guy next to you will then complete, kind of thing. I don't know. I think that's how I do it anyway. I'm not 100% sure, but that's the plan for now. And so what that means is that one of the very next things I'll have to do is have a character model in here for these people that you're going to be commanding. And that means choosing an animation file format, which I have picked. I think I'll be going with GLTF, which is a little bit new and different. Yeah, so I don't know, I'm kind of looking forward to getting stuck into that, loading up models, animating between them, just getting some characters in here. Yeah, and so once I've got characters, once I've got user interface for trees, I've sort of got the basis of gameplay. I think the idea will be that you'll have to sort of get them, because the people that are just milling around here, you'll only be able to sort of use one or two of them at a time. You're going to need to try to get them to come together, and the only way that that's going to happen is if you start building structures for them to live in. So that will be a big part of it too. So I'm thinking, bit of trade, bit of building, bit of resource gathering, farming for sure. I definitely want farming to be a big part of this. And man, I don't know, it's so good to be working on this again. It really is. And I'm feeling good about the way that the engine's all sort of set up now for the next step, and it's great to have it running at 60 frames per second, and it's great to sort of have a fairly stable, solid environment to build from. So that's sort of where I'm at. And yeah, hopefully, the last update video was a long time ago. I think the next one should be in a month or two. I've got a lot more time to work on it now. And so yeah, I guess until then, we'll catch you next time.